This is the QTV Nightly News, which is also on Q Radio 103.3 FM, and I am Mamna Buka. Thank you for joining us. Here are the news headlines. A team from the International Monetary Fund, led by its mission chief for the Gambia, Eva Yenka, completed the fourth review of the Extended Credit Facility and the first review of the Resilience and Sustainability Facility, highlighting the Gambia's economic progress while urging continued efforts to address ongoing challenges. The Gambia's Minister of Religious Affairs, Hamad Nkeba, has announced the cost of the 2026 all-inclusive Hajj package for Gambian pilgrims at a press conference held at the Ministry of Religious Affairs in Banjul. EcoBank Gambia, the Pan-African bank, has become the first bank in the country to introduce a cash deposit machine, marking another milestone in its commitment to innovation and enhanced customer experience. The National Traditional Medicine Program under the Ministry of Health today commemorated African Traditional Medicine Day at the Kanifing General Hospital. The First Lady of the Gambia, Fatoumata Babaro, joined members of the FAB Foundation in a hands-on cleanup of Birkama District Hospital in the West Coast region on Saturday. Those were the headlines. Now the news in detail. A team from the International Monetary Fund, IMF, led by its mission chief for the Gambia, Eva Yenka, has conducted the fourth review of the program supported by the Extended Credit Facility, ECF, and the first review of the Resilience and Sustainability Facility, RSF. During a press conference on Wednesday, the IMF mission chief highlighted significant progress in the country's economic performance while urging continued efforts to address ongoing challenges. And Sumana Esonyasi has more.
Speaking at the conclusion of a recent mission to the country, International Monetary Fund Chief of Mission Eva Jagna commended the Gambia government's show of commitment to fiscal reform and transparency. Highlighting the Barrow administration's efforts to enhance fiscal transparency and combat corruption, she said the IMF recognizes that significant progress has been made. However, she also acknowledged that substantial challenges remain. While she welcomed the recent passage of the Anti-Corruption Act and the planned establishment of an anti-corruption commission, she urged the government through Parliament to expedite the confirmation of commissioners to ensure the commission becomes operational without delay.
In terms of financial stability and the swap agreement, this is also something we look at. I mean, I've emphasized fiscal sustainability first because, of course, of the minister's presence. But yes, financial stability is also important to us, and safeguards also to ensure the financial strength of the CBG. So we have discussed this agreement also in that context.
Finance Minister Sidi Keita responded positively to the IMF's assessment, highlighting the strong performance under the Extended Credit Facility and a stable economic outlook. He attributed continued revenue growth to the GRA's exceptional performance in recent years and revealed that the first disbursement of $50 million under the Africa 50 investment platform have been completed, with a second tranche expected in due course.
The observations of the fund, which indicate a strengthening economy, lowering inflation, despite the fiscal challenges. The fiscal challenges being mainly on the expenditure side, while on the revenue side we have pulled beyond our weight. The GRA has done phenomenally well. The revenue is performing more than we expected, and that projection is likely going to continue.
Addressing concerns surrounding the widely reported Russian oil saga, GRA Commissioner General Yankuba Dabo clarified that contrary to some public reports, taxes were indeed collected. He added that while challenges remain in securing duty payments for the two importing companies, oil marketing companies that purchase the fuel have paid their corporate income taxes.
Some of those companies, we are still following them, but they did not come up to pay their income tax. What we put there is not, because it's self-declaration. All our tax regimes are based on self-declaration. It is not GRA who will ask the business, this is the amount that you are supposed to pay. We only do that as the last means. If we don't have any information from a particular business, then we use what we call best of judgment. That best of judgment is not necessarily the amount that should be paid. The business can dispute that and they do their own filing and a correct amount. But in summary, tax was collected.
Despite broad recognition of both the challenges and the progress made, the IMF's positive review, coupled with statements from both government officials, underscores a shared commitment to reform, accountability, and sustained economic development in the Gambia. Ansmane Chonyase for KTV News.
The 2026 Hajj package has been set at $585,000, an all-inclusive offer compared to $525,000 last year. The announcement was made by the Gambia's Minister of Religious Affairs, Hamad Nkeba, who reaffirmed the government's commitment to ensuring a transparent, affordable, and well-organized pilgrimage process for Gambian pilgrims. Aliou Cisse reports.
Speaking at a media conference today at his office in Banjul, attended by members of the National Hajj Commission, Hajj operators, and officials of the Ministry of Lands and Foreign Affairs, Minister Bah highlighted progress made in reforming the country's Hajj operations, a process the government began 2 years ago to bring transparency, efficiency, and fairness in the management of the annual pilgrimage. Minister Bah also disclosed that a new Hajj policy and regulation has been developed and is awaiting cabinet approval. The framework, he said, seeks to strengthen accountability and coordination among all stakeholders. He emphasized that Hajj should not be seen as a privilege for the rich and elites, but a sacred religious obligation accessible to all Muslims.
Based on the following, we realized that the Saudi authorities have introduced new charges, and that is insurance charges and also medical services for doctors. For $50 for insurance, medical services $42, and the zones in Minna, we were at $199.67. We are paid for class B. Now we are paying $399 to avoid saying we build toilets, we pay extra money to access the best class, and that is class 2. Papazi. And that means Gambian pilgrim will not be subject to the hardship of queuing for a toilet because you are in class C. They will now have all the facilities available in Minna. We have paid extra from $199.67 to $319.85 per pilgrim. The camp fees was at $1,106.67. This year we are paying $1,133.33. That means the extra services, then internal transport, because when you are closer to the Jamra, that means your transport movement will change. And that incurred an extra cost from $261.89 to $455.40. These are the extra costs that has come on top of what we had last year. And I think that brought us, we sat together with the operators and with the commission together. We interrogated all the figures openly, transparently together, and we came to agree that the best price for this year's time, with all the facilities, with all the currency fluctuation, should be at $585,000 per person, all inclusive.
According to Minister Bah, the Hajj Commission will intensify monitoring of all licensed operators to ensure their activities serve the best interests of Gambian pilgrims. He thanked all those who contributed to the planning and reform efforts, expressing optimism for a smoother and a more comfortable Hajj experience in 2026 compared to previous years. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cisse.
Ecobank Gambia, the Pan-African bank, has become the first bank in the country to introduce a cash deposit machine, marking another milestone in its commitment to innovation and enhanced customer experience. The new service is designed to offer faster, easier, and more reliable banking for customers nationwide. Momodu Gajaga attended the ceremony, and he now reports.
The ceremony marking this new innovation in the country was held today at the Ecobank head office on Caraba Avenue, taking digital technology in banking to a new level in enhancing customer satisfaction. John Nyaba is the managing director of Ecobank Gambia.
The cash deposit machines and the introduction of which into the Gambia is very significant, not only to Ecobank, not only to our customers, but for the country as a whole. Because this is the first time that we have cash deposit machines that have been introduced into the Gambia. And being the first time, it's supposed to ease, and it's going to ease the inconvenience, reduce the pain, the customer pain points, and give the convenience to the customers that the customer has been looking for.
Recognized for its innovative banking services, reliability, customer satisfaction, and compliance, EcoBank Gambia has been named the best bank in the Gambia for 2025. With the introduction of its tailor-made self-service cash deposit machines, the bank has achieved another milestone in enhancing customer convenience and efficiency. The managing director further elaborates.
Built on our digital strategy, because digital is the way to go. And we've actually been able to do that over the period. And everything that we do, every service that we are providing to the customer, the secret is that we always look at the service and think of how to bring in technology to actually bring the convenience to the customer in providing that service to the customer.
The cash deposit machine is seen as a catalyst for economic growth, helping to build a more financially inclusive society. According to the authorities, the cash deposit machine is equipped with advanced security features that ensure every transaction is safe, reliable, and transparent. Government advisor on digital technology, Usman Ba, and Abdoulaye Toure, representing the governor of the central bank, both praised EcoBank Gambia for this innovative initiative.
In terms of technology and innovation, it's all about accessibility, efficiency, security, and speed. Everything now is about speed.
This is a significant milestone, not just for EcoBank, but for our entire financial sector. The introduction of a cash deposit machine represents a bold step towards greater financial inclusion, convenience, and technological advancement in our banking system.
EcoBank has been operating in the Gambia since October 2007. With this latest innovation, the bank continues to lead in digital banking, strengthening its position in financial technology and customer service, while supporting a more inclusive and modern Gambian banking sector. Mamudu Gajaga, QTV News.
We will now go for a commercial break. When we return, we have more national news stories. Do stay tuned.
Immunisation ba ñàkku mooy li gën a wóor te dal xel ci aar xale yi ci feebar mbaa jàngoro yu mel ni ngas ñu naan ko measles feebaru saxat su bon si di tuberculosis polio feebari sedda ñu naan ko pneumonia cervical cancer tétanos ak yeneeni jàngoro xale bu juddu dafa soxla ay péngu si saasi mbaa bés bu mu juddu maanaam balaa mooy am 20 waxtu ak ñeent am na solo lool xale yi mbaa tuut tànk yi góor ak jigéen jël pengu yiñ leen tektal ci waxtu buñu ko wara jëlé comme niñu ko bindé ci sen keyti noosi mbaa infant welfare card xalé yépp war nañu am bépp pengu buñu soxla bokk na ci xalé yi laago yi xalé yi war nañu jël te matal bépp pengu buñu wara am ci seeni njëlbeeni ak ay yeneeni pengu buñu duggé ci sen ñaareli am na ci pengu yoo xam ne xale yi dinañu ko jël ay yooni yoon ngir génn na mun a aar ñuy ñaax waajuri ak ñi yore xale yi di leen toppatoo ne saa yu ñuy dem lopitaan ñu yóbbaale keyti noosi xale yi mbaa infant welfare card ngir am lu wóor ci mbir immunisation bi mbaa ñàkku xale yi mun ngeen a dem ci bérébu fajeekaay bi leen gën a jege xibaar bi ñi leen ko indil mooy waa Ministry of Health ànd ak UNICEF Gavi WHO ak seen yeneeni naataango.
Looking for the perfect place to promote your product or place your advert? Look no further than QTV. We are the premier destination for businesses looking to connect with Gambian audiences and beyond. At QTV, we offer a variety of advertising solutions to suit your needs and budget. With our diverse range of programming, you can be sure that your ad will reach a broad and engaged audience. From our popular news broadcast to our exciting music and entertainment programming, QTV has something for everyone. QTV, the premier destination for advertising in the Gambia. Contact us today and let us help you reach your audience.
Welcome back, and this is QTV News. The National Traditional Medicine Program, NTMP, under the Ministry of Health today, commemorated African Traditional Medicine Day at the Kanifing General Hospital's grounds. Lolly M. Kamara attended and filed this report.
The commemoration brought together conventional practitioners, traditional healers, and officials from the Ministry of Health. The day is dedicated to recognizing and celebrating the rich heritage of traditional medicine while raising awareness about its vital role in healthcare. Basiru Drame, CEO of Kanifing General Hospital, welcomed guests to the facility and expressed his delight in being part of this year's commemorations. The theme for African Traditional Medicine Day 2025 is strengthening the evidence-based for traditional medicine, reflecting the WHO's Global Traditional Medicine Strategy 2025-2034 and emphasizing the importance of scientific documentation, validation and integration of traditional medicine into national health systems. Abdullah Mbalo, Program Manager of National Traditional Medicines at the Ministry of Health, elaborated on this year's theme, noting that the Gambia's Ministry of Health recognizes the vital role of traditional medicine.
Strengthening the evidence base for traditional medicine is not just a word or a phrase, but it carries a great meaning and is a challenge for the traditional healers. Traditional medicine has been an integral part of our society, culture, and heritage, and it is significant in our healthcare system.
Mr. Mbalo also stated that efforts are underway to develop a legal and regulatory framework, along with a strategic plan for 2025-2034, aimed at building evidence, ensuring safety, and fostering collaboration between tradition and modern health practitioners. Saliu Pui, President of the Traditional Healers Assembly, and Dr. Salaisi Amand Almeida, Health Planning Advisor for the Universal Health Coverage Life Course Cluster at WHO, outlined several strategic interventions aimed at advancing traditional medicine in the Gambia.
Quality control is very key as far as evidence-based is concerned. Safety monitoring is also very key as far as evidence-based is concerned, and we all know the limitation. The program office, we know, need also to be adjusted so that they can start moving to see what the healers are doing.
We must use digital platforms to preserve traditional medical knowledge while ensuring equitable benefit sharing with communities.
Fatoumata Komma from the Ministry of Health highlighted the need to strengthen the evidence-based for traditional medicine practices to ensure the safety and efficacy of these treatments.
By incorporating scientific research and rigorous testing, we can gain a deeper understanding of the benefits and potential risks associated with traditional remedies, ensuring that they can be safely integrated into modern healthcare systems.
On African Traditional Medicine Day, participants called on the government and private sector to strengthen collaboration with science, technology, and innovation institutions to accelerate research and development for the health and well-being of Africa's people. The event concluded with an exhibition showcasing traditional medicine products. For QTV News, Lolly M. Kamara.
The First Lady of the Gambia, Fatoumata Babaro, joined members of the FAB Foundation in a hands-on cleanup of Birkama District Hospital on Saturday, underscoring efforts to promote public health, hygiene and environmental sustainability in the community. Aissatou Bari attended the event, and this is her report.
This exercise is part of the FAB Foundation's ongoing community outreach programs, aimed at improving health standards, fostering civic engagement, promoting cleanliness and hygiene, and cultivating a collective sense of responsibility for public health facilities, all in support of the government's environmental goals. Usman Boyang, Governor of the West Coast region, emphasized the importance of maintaining a clean and healthy environment.
When I see how dirty at times our places and how much we could do, but how less we do, and this is something I cannot still understand. We see our streets, people dig holes on their fences just to have their waste come on the roads. People throw things on the roads driving in a nice car with an air conditioner on and just lowering your window and throwing a can of drink you just had. This is very, very unfortunate, and to me it's sickening. Cleaning the environment is everyone's responsibility. So please, whatever we do, we need to keep it clean.
First Lady Fatoumata Barbaro, who is also the founder of FAB Foundation, has been actively leading initiatives to promote public health.
Mune nyimbe sabu mole natalo yitandina iko Watson Gambia le adundi iko.
I came up with this initiative after someone showed me a photo that Watson Gambia had posted, highlighting a dump site near Birkama Hospital. This project can generate income as we have trained individuals who will in turn teach community members how to recycle waste into useful products like manure and other materials. Some people are even repurposing car tires to make tables. With West Coast being such a large area, there is a great potential for people to earn money through recycling.
Mamadou Lamin Wage, the officer in charge at the Birkama District Hospital, provided an overview of the hospital's operations.
The hospital has a catchment area population of 257,000 inhabitants and receiving referrals from 29 health facilities across the region. The hospital has two main departments, internal medicine and obstetrics and gynecology department. The internal medicine deals with adult medicine and children, and the latter, which is obstetrics and gynecology departments, deals with pregnancy, delivery, and women's reproductive health. There is not yet a general surgical department, meaning all patients with surgical, including orthopedic conditions, are referred to EFSTH.
The event also featured the First Lady presenting 5 maternity beds donated by a philanthropist to Birkama District Hospital. The initiative highlighted the importance of keeping hospitals clean, emphasizing that proper hygiene is essential for patients' safety, preventing infections, and promoting a healthy environment for both staff and the community. With the active involvement of the First Lady and her foundation, the initiative not only enhanced the hospital's environment, but also reinforced the message that maintaining cleanliness and public health is a shared responsibility. Aisa Tubari, QTV News.
Banjul High Court has rejected the prosecution's attempt to admit a West Coast radio document as evidence in the trial of former military officer Abdoulaye Sanyang. The ruling emphasizes the legal requirement that documents must be tendered through their authors to ensure authenticity and allow cross-examination. This report by Nicholas Bass of The Voice newspaper is narrated by Afatuge.
The Banjul High Court, presided over by Justice Ibrahima Jaite, on Tuesday, this allowed the prosecution's bid to introduce a document from West Coast Radio in the trial of ex-military officer Abdoulaye Sanyang. The lead state prosecutor, Seikou Lamin Jobate, sought to tender a document authorized by Peter Porcher Gomez relating to an interview Sanyang gave on August 14, 2025, during the Coffee Time program. Justice Jaite ruled that, under the established legal principles, documents must be presented in court by the person who authorized them. This ensures reliability of evidence and allows the opposing party to test its authenticity through cross-examination. The court ordered the document returned to the prosecution. Earlier, first prosecution witness Cadet Mbai Conte of the Serious Investigation Unit testified that Sanyang admitted to sponsoring the burning of an APRC bureau. Conte said that West Coast Radio proprietor Peter Gomez had spoken with authorities about granting Sanyang an interview during which Sanyang intended to address the nation on key issues. However, Conte added that Sanyang failed to follow the interview guidelines provided by Gomez. Defense lawyer Lamin J. Dabo objected, stating the witness should testify only on facts he directly observed. Justice Jaite overruled the objection, allowing the testimony to continue. The trial relates to 2 charges against Sanyang. Count 1 alleges that in 2016, he willingly took part in planning and setting fire to the National Bureau of the APRC. Count 2 accuses him of making statements intended to disrespect judicial proceedings during the Coffee Time show. describing the court handling Usman Bojang's case as a clandestine court. The matter was adjourned after technical issues with the recording equipment used during the interview footage. Reporting for QTV News, this is Yava Tugay.
Before we end, here's a recap of the headlines. A team from the International Monetary Fund, led by its mission chief for the Gambia, Eva Yenka, completed the fourth review of the Extended Credit Facility and the first review of the Resilience and Sustainability Facility, highlighting the Gambia's economic progress while urging continued efforts to address ongoing challenges. The Gambia's Minister of Religious Affairs, Hamad N.K. Ba, has announced the cost of the 2026 all-inclusive Hajj package for Gambian pilgrims at a press conference held at the Ministry of Religious Affairs in Banjul. EcoBank Gambia, the Pan-African Bank, has become the first bank in the country to introduce a cash deposit machine, marking another milestone in its commitment to innovation and enhanced customer experience. The National Traditional Medicine Program under the Ministry of Health today commemorated African Traditional Medicine Day at the Kanifing General Hospital. The First Lady of the Gambia, Fatoumata Babaro, joined members of the FAB Foundation in a hands-up clean-up initiative of the Brikama District Hospital in the West Coast region on Saturday. That's all for today's news bulletin. Do join us at 10 p.m. for another bulletin. Thanks for watching.